Hi, my name is Stephanie Ball, and I am going to show you a few tools on Blackboard that I currently use with my students and that I would hope to use again either through Blackboard or some other tool or device. I'll start by showing you the basic layout so you can see how I like to organize my classes. You'll see the tabs on the side here. I have everything labeled. I always have the syllabus up for them, ways to contact me. I have a basic discussion board. Usually every day we'll do some kind of activity where I ask them to do a discussion and post a response, and then they are also responsible for replying to a few of the classmates. This helps to organize the class and allow them to apply what they learned in the class activity, and also to get to know the other students and respond, do peer review, critiques, and gain feedback. So you'll see some of the discussions here that we have going. And then additionally here I have a tab for journals. I like to do most of my journals through Flickr, but occasionally I do have a few journals here for them to do independently, and these are all only seen by me as the instructor, so they feel free to relax and just kind of explore what they're thinking for about 10 minutes, and it's a good way to start the class off as well, to get them in the right kind of mindset. And then I have a tab here for online class, which this example is it's kind of a hybrid class where we meet once a week and we also meet online. So they have specific dates and folders for each time that they are supposed to do their work online. And I am very detailed oriented. I like to give specific instructions. So you'll see I have numbered tasks here. First thing they would do is view the Prezi, which I have already recorded, and I have my voice on it. And sometimes I do videos for them where they see me talking. It's a YouTube video, it's something with music, just to get them involved and interacted. And then I have instructions for submitting their assignments. They have opportunities to view other student examples. And then I give them more instructions for what they're going to be doing for the remainder of the module for this class. And I like to do this for each time they meet. So this example here would just be for one class time, which is about an hour and 20 minutes. And then we'll move on here to, I have a tab for links, which occasionally I will add things that I notice students need help with. For example, MLA is a big one for writers. So I have a PowerPoint presentation here of just basics on citing, in-text citation, works cited, how do I format book titles, magazines, etc., the basics. And then we have our textbook here. We have a link for the Writing Center where they can get help. Purdue OWL is a fantastic source they use all the time. Writer's block if they need help. Brainstorming, pre-writing, writing a thesis, all of that. And I add to that occasionally to help them have extra resources. And then I have a tab here for course modules. Our units are divided up by essays. So each essay has its own folder here. You'll see arguing a position, proposing a solution, and justifying evaluation. So this would have been the first unit of study. Currently we're on the last unit. So I would click this. And they have a couple of things available at all times. They have assignment sheets, rubrics, information for their projects. I always like to have the Prezis available for them as well here, so they can refer to that. I have activities, I have assignment submissions, and we'll go ahead and go to the group projects folder because This is where they get to collaborate with their peers. They have assignments individually, and then they come together as a whole unit, as a duo team, to create a final essay and a presentation using Prezi, eMaze, Movie Maker, a website blog, any device they prefer except for PowerPoint. I'm trying to get them to move beyond that. So I have wikis here. This is how I get my students to sign up for things. We practice using the wiki so they know how to edit, and they also have the opportunity to make their own wiki and blog in their group folder, which I will show you next. So they would go to their group project here, and I'm just going to click on a group at random, and I have given them this with all of the tools they can use here. They have a blog, a wiki, they can exchange files, a discussion board, send email. This is their site for them to use. I don't look at it until their projects are due, so it's kind of a good way to keep them on their toes, but also knowing that it's a way to keep them organized as well. So we'll click on the blog so you can see what this looks like here. It does take a little bit to pull up, but that's normal. This group actually hasn't started it yet, but they can add entries, they can edit, they can add photos. It's pretty much a typical blog, it's just through this site. Now for the wiki, we've actually done a few class wikis together where they've pasted and written some of their outlines. So this would be an example of an outline this group did together. And the highlighting shows what their peers have gone and commented on. So I like to have the students work on the wiki first, and then their peers will go and provide a peer review or critique on what they should change, what worked well, questions they have, just to get them to think about how they're going to revise. Okay, so I think that is pretty much the basics I wanted to show you about Blackboard, and I will show you next about how to use some other tools such as Flickr, eMaze, etc.